All right, today I'm at Christian Brothers Auto Center close to my house in Magnolia, Texas with Walter Jones, the lead technician here. And this is my truck, my personal truck that's just kind of had a little rough idleness to it and a little slow starting. And we're going to clean the throttle body. And I mention this to you guys all the time about cleaning throttle body. So Walter, if you would show us where the throttle body is.
Okay. The throttle body assembly is sitting right here on this truck, basically right in the top center of it.
And this is a Ford pickup, 2005 Ford pickup. Go ahead.
Right. And then here is a one from another vehicle. In case people kind of wonder, well, what is the throttle body? You'll see that it's a self-contained unit. This is our butterfly that actually opens and allows the air to come in. And this is an electronic one, so here's all the electronic motor and apparatus that actually works it. And then this is the end that we are looking at on the car, when we look at it on the car. And if you can, I don't know how well it's going to photograph, but you'll see that very dark line right where the throttle plate, the throttle butterflies close.
Yeah, you can see it really good right there,
and
right here at the bottom.
And when we get finished, we expect that to be just completely shiny, clean, and real nice. So that's what we look for when we look at dirty throttle bodies. When I see that dark ring around the edges, I know that that's gunk and carbon and whatnot all built up on there, and then that actually blocks some of the airflow from going around the blades or the butterflies. And so it actually kind of cuts down some of the air.
Right.
It can change the idle thing. So we'll get started here.
Okay, so let's take this one. This is the air cleaner hose, so if we follow this around, this cleaner back to the air cleaner. You can go ahead. So if you follow the air cleaner through this big plastic accordion hose, you'll find this throttle body assembly, and there it is.
And I'm just going to take just a steel brush, and I've got some cleaner that we use, and I'm just actually going to brush it and scrub it.
Yeah, steel brush, even a really good strong toothbrush would work good on here too.
Got to have some kind of cleaner to help cut.
You can see how much gunk's coming out of there.
I'm just trying to go through the line where the butterflies are, where the butterfly closes.
Yeah, you got the valve open with one hand. You're scrubbing it down with the other hand.
Now what I do on some other throttle bodies, especially with some of these electronic ones, this one is pretty safe. But I'll turn the ignition on, and I'll use my throttle stick, and I'll let the motor open itself.
Right, if you can't get the butterfly valve open with your finger.
And sometimes it's just safer.
Right. You don't want to spray a bunch of liquid through the throttle body though and have it go down into the engine. Try to let it drain out and get as much out as you can.
I don't know if you can see the difference on the rags from some of the stuff that I'm.
Yeah, that was a nice clean rag.
Pulling out.
And believe it or not, just that small amount of carbon and gunk buildup in there will give you a fluctuating idle. So if you're sitting at a stoplight, the RPM gauge might, bounce up and down. If it gets really bad, it'll die because it kind of hunts and pecks for the idle speed. So it's trying to maintain a certain idle speed and keep the car running. Yeah, that's
see in there.
Much better.
Got so much in there. Look like you still got a little bit left in the corner.
Yeah, there's a little on the backside. It's hard to see here. Just like this one looks pretty clean here, but when you flip it over, you can really see all the buildup in here, and that's what he's trying to remove.
Okay. And that's pretty much the first step in the throttle cleanup. What we do is we now have a service that we use, and it's literally, while the car's running, it's literally going to spray this cleaner through here while the car's running. It'll spray for about 10 minutes. And that goes ahead and cleans up the stuff that I can't get to with my hands and brush.
Right.
And it also goes ahead and cleans through the intake. And if we're lucky enough, hey, it gets on the back of the valves. Now that's the induction cleaning. We will do a fuel injection service on this vehicle where we are actually putting the all of our cleaning fluid right through the injectors. And so we're going to clean the injectors, and again, we're trying to get through the valves and the top of the engine and all that kind of good stuff. So that's the other part of the service, which that takes a while.
Yep. And we just happened to notice something that, if you can hear me, this battery cable over here, probably get more cars on a wrecker for a dirty battery cable. And at this angle, it looks pretty clean. But if you look over at this angle, you can see all that corrosion buildup. And that corrosion's inside that connection between the battery post right here and this cable. And that'll actually make a ground and cause the engine not to start. I think we probably saw more cars on a wrecker for that than anything else. And it's such a simple little fix, and we just happened to notice it here. So always check that when you get an oil change. Okay, Walter, carry on. Thanks for watching.
All right, thanks.